think hard techno is about better sounds, but that's not what actually changes the impact. What really changes everything is control. Not more plugins, not louder tracks. Control. Let me show you 3 single knob systems I actually use, with the exact values, so you can hear why this works. This rack is called Kick Energy. First, listen to the kick without the rack. Same kick, clean, but flat. Now I turn the rack on. What's inside this rack is very simple on purpose. An EQ, a saturator, and a utility. Nothing fancy. On the EQ, I'm boosting around 55 Hz, about 3.5 decibels, with a Q of roughly 1.2. On the saturator, I'm using analog clip, and the drive is mapped from 0 up to about 5.5 decibels. And on the utility, the bass mono moves from around 85% up to about 120. Now I move the knob. Same kick, same level, but now it's tighter, heavier, and it pushes forward in the drop. That's kick energy. This next rack is called Screech pressure. First, listen to this screech. It's there, but it's open and a bit polite. Inside this rack, there's saturation, a glue compressor, and a focused mid-EQ. On the saturator, the drive goes from about 1 decibel up to 8.5. On the glue compressor, the threshold moves from 0 down to -12 decibels. And on the EQ, I'm boosting around 1.8 kHz up to about 6 decibels with a tight Q. Now I move the knob. The screech goes from open to stressed to uncomfortable. It's not brighter, it's under pressure. That's why it cuts through without sounding thin. This last rack is called drop pressure. First, listen to the kick without the rack. Everything is loud, but it feels flat. Inside this rack, there's EQ, an auto filter, and drum bus. On the EQ, I'm adding weight around 220 Hz, up to about 2.5 decibels, and aggression around 1.6 kHz, up to 4.5 decibels. On the filter, the cutoff opens from around 3.8 kHz, up to 9.5. And on drum bus, drive and crunch come in just enough to glue the drop together without clipping. Now I move the knob. The entire kick tightens, gets denser, more aggressive. Nothing jumps in volume, nothing falls apart. It just feels bigger. At the end of the day, this isn't about tricks. It's about having systems that let you control energy without breaking your mix. What you just heard is one rack. Inside Hard Techno Foundation, There are many systems built exactly like this. Kick engines, pressure racks, movement controls, all designed to work fast, translate on big systems, and stay musical. If you're tired of stacking plugins and guessing why your drops don't hit, this is exactly why I built it. It's available right now on my site. And if you want everything, the Ultimate Bundle includes this pack, plus all Crosper packs. Limited spots. Once it's gone, it's gone. If you're serious about hard techno, you already know what to do.
That's how you turn sound into power.